studying 120 right now.
How you, God?
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 Studying 120 right now.
Let's bring it in.
How you, God?
Peace to the world out there. It's the gods and the earths. Peace.
The God and Earth Hour.
It's the God and the earth hour, man. Listen here, man. Listen,
Peace to everybody.
peace to everybody that's joining. And if you wonder, man, listen, we building. We building, okay? That's what we doing. We building. We getting into this podcast lane and we getting to this space, man, and we looking to bring this message and bring this thing out here. So this a state of constant elevation. Feel me? So we don't went from the God hour, now we the God and earth hour. You feel me? Because the whole science says we can't not include the earths. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no doing this without doing the earths, man. So we here, we represent, we a nation. You know what I mean? If anybody who don't know me, I come in the divine name of Minister Freedom Allah. I'm a 5%er out here, man, from D Mecca. I'm one of the young guys and one of the young brothers that's looking to continue to help and to help our people grow and develop, and as well as help continue to push the growth and development and change and for development and growth of our nation and of our culture, man. So it's a pleasure, man, to be here with y'all. I'm gonna let the God introduce himself. Anybody who don't know the God.
My name is IC Allah. I'm right here in D Mecca. I've been here doing the knowledge and teaching the knowledge for over Wisdom Mass for years. So we out here still doing our thing. We'll continue to keep doing our thing. I'm here to make sure that, I give the brother all the guidance that I can, while he out here doing this thing. So out here soldiering in these streets still.
Yes, sir.
Teaching the truth to the young black youth.
And it's a pleasure, man. You gotta understand and God, I always think about this, man. We could be successful as a people when the generations come together, God. And you ain't old. I ain't gonna call you old, so I ain't gonna say when the young and the old come together and shit. But when the generations meet, when the people meet, when the people of the fourth generation and the generation after get together and do the work, get the work done, because we able to bring the wisdom that one generation done learn and take it to the next level by adding on with the wisdom that the new generation learned, man. So it's definitely a powerful and positive thing. So if you jumping in with us today, man, we talking about what is a true and living God or earth. What does that mean? You may be out there wondering, you may have listened in, you may have heard about the teachers of the 5%ers, you may have listened about the 5%ers, maybe you may have heard people say, I'm true and living. Or people say, I'm God, and you may hear God say, well, man, you God, but you ain't the true and living God. So what is the distinction? Right? What does it mean? You want to go? You want to go first? Or you want me to go right dig into it?
Go ahead and dig in.
Okay. So, first off, man, for anybody who don't know, if this is your first introduction with the 5%ers, this is your first introduction with our way of life. Our teachers is this: we teach that the black man is God, and we teach that the black man is God with knowledge of himself, and that the black man with knowledge of himself becomes and gets to a higher level than just a black man without knowledge, right? This is the black man that know his origin in this world. This is the black man that know the science and the history and the knowledge of self and the knowledge of the science of everything in life and all the things around him. This is not an ignorant black man. This is a black man that's not a slave. He a maker, he a owner. Now, it's one thing to have this knowledge and get introduced to this knowledge and get a perspective on this knowledge, but then there's another thing to say, I am this knowledge. Like I'm gonna take this knowledge and I'm gonna give this knowledge all I have, and I'm gonna take it and teach other people with this knowledge. Because I think you got a lot of people who may have this knowledge and who may come in contact with these teachings and say, "Yo, I'm God. I get it. I can see that." Right? It ain't no mystery God. It ain't no magical man in the sky. But I'm gonna just focus on me, focus on my family. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that man or that woman who take that stance is no lesser. However, I think what makes a person, in essence, that true and living, a true and living God, the real essence of what it is, I think that's embodying what Allah was about, right? That's embodying being willing to give all that you have and all within your power, man, to show and prove that God exists and that God is real. That you striving to teach, you striving to show and prove each and every day, each and every way that these teachers is not only right and exact, but they can give life to somebody else. God is a life giver. He's a sustainer. He's a creator. He's a maker, a manifester. So the true and living is somebody who's making and who's manifesting that in which it means to be a God. Like if you just sitting on the sideline, man, if you just sitting in your mama basement and you just sitting in your neighborhood, or like Firstborn Prince said, if we go in your neighborhood and motherfucker go on your block talking about peace and you say peace loud and peace say peace this way, look that way, and everybody they look at you like you crazy. is you really teaching? How do the people know that you true and living, that you ain't no mystery? Right? And come on, I see, come on in, man. Don't put what you think.
Well, I think it's all in the name. True and living God. That's a God that's living the truth. Plain and simple. That's a God that's living the truth. That was a very good analogy too. Firstborn Prince has said that in regards to, if we go into your community, you go into your area, and you say peace. I mean, at least it should be somebody around saying like, oh, you talking about, that's that individual. We know he always saying peace. He always running around messing with the babies, or, friendly with everybody, doing whatever he's doing in his community. Yeah, it's gonna always be some type of mark that you're gonna leave being a true and living God. The individual's gonna know that there's something different about you. Whether it's the way you talk, interact with the individuals, your whole demeanor about yourself, the way you treat the individuals or whatnot. It's gonna always be something that's gonna stand out about the true and living God and earth. You know.
True indeed, God.
I always say like, once you marry on to this, the culture, it kind of like it bleeds from the inside out.
Ooh.
You
said it bleeds from the inside out.
From the inside out. It just, it just exudes from you.
Wow.
When you're making sure that you're living that truth.
That was cold.
Every day, each and every way.
That was a cold one. I had to give you some hands on that one, man. That was cold. And I think, well, in essence, what is that? That's the science of when they say it's not on you, it's in you, right? Where people can feel the teachings.
Mm-hmm. It's the science of the magnet and the paperclip.
Well, okay. Come on, God. Go into
this
is cold. I done heard you build on this before. Please.
Well, no,
drop it.
It's real simple, God. It's real simple. I mean, some individuals, they got that, magnetic. They got that magnetic oil, and it's in them. You can get into a cipher, you can get into a build, you can go into a room, and you could build. You could draw up the individuals in the room with your wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You have that particular type of charisma. It all comes from knowledge. And being well studied, and being able to hold a conversation with individuals and whatnot.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So.
No, right and exact, God. No, I'm with you on that. But like you said, the key, the piece is that in order for, and I think a lot of times what happens is other people able to feed
off of that, and people that come around you, they able to kind of feed off of that magnetic. You know what I mean?
Well,
go ahead.
Don't just think about it. I didn't even finish. The paperclip. If you take a paperclip and you have some individuals that they paperclips, they get next to a magnet, and you can rub it next to a magnet. You can rub it on the magnet, and that paperclip will become magnetic for a little while, but it'll lose its magnetic.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you get some individuals. They come around the gods, and while they're amongst the gods, it's peace, God, peace, God, peace, God. But once they leave, it's none of that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's the paperclip. And then while they've been under the influence of the gods for so long, they may go off somewhere and still got that vibe on them.
Yeah.
And while they going wherever they going,
yeah.
they still on some peace, God energy, or what I'm saying, on some righteous knowledge, speaking our language or whatnot, and trying to be magnetic.
And what after spending so much time with people that's not us, after a while it's gone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it rubs right on off. Mm-hmm. And that's what they say. Oh God, I gotta renew my history, God. I gotta get back on the square. You know what I'm saying? And I mean I get it, but like you said, becoming the piece of magnetic, man. And God, I would say, BAHU dropped one of the best analogies I heard for it, God, and it always stuck with me. He said that some people see the light, and some people get the knowledge and see that, this light, this is some powerful light, this knowledge is powerful, this is some light right here, and this is something, and may not stay in it, but see how valuable it is, right? Mm-hmm. And then you'll see some people that see the light, some people that get the knowledge and be like, wow, this is great, I want to be a part of this, I want to get in it. They might even step into the light a little bit and be like, yo, I'm in it, I'm in the light, I like it. And then he said the small percentage of us know and understand that we are the light. I said, whoa, God. So, and just in essence of like a true and living God, that's it. Becoming the light. Not saying, yo, I'm amongst, I'm in it, I know it, but I am it. I am what the law is. I am what the firstborn is. I'm trying to be what the same thing they were. I'm in the mind that they was in the mind of. I mean, add on, God. What you think?
No, that was profound right there. I'm really just pondering on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes on a lot of meanings. But yeah, being the light.
Yeah.
Being that one, knowing that that's what it is. I mean, that's the essence of the teaching. That's God. That is God. Being the light. I am the light.
Yeah, God. We gotta be. We have to. I think we have to be that, and I think the science is, and then we talk about it, because we know what the light is, the knowledge. So, in order for us to take the knowledge off the paper, in order for us to help the knowledge transcend, in order for us to make sure the knowledge gets to somebody else, at some point we got to embody it. Mm-hmm. We got to embody it. I think that piece with being the true and living God, I think, is that piece where it becomes, where it leaves the point of just talking about it, just professing it, just coming amongst and being like, yo, I'm about to be a piece. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be an integral part. Like, I'm not just gonna be here. I'm not just gonna watch. I wanna be here, and I wanna make a difference. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What would you say that's would you say that's accurate?
Definitely. I mean, it's always so many different ways and definitions that you could put on something like that. When you say, what is it being a true and living God? Some individuals will say that the true and living God show up at parliaments. Mm-hmm. However, I disagree with that, because I know some guys that don't come to parliaments, but you steadily have individuals that show up at parliament saying that they sent them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody serves their place, their duty wherever they at. The true and living.
Right.
So, I think those are the types of examples you look for when you want to say, this is the true and living. He's the true and living, and she is the true and living. You can see it in the works.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I should be able to see your works. I should be able to see your fruit. some people not as good as teaching other individuals as some other individuals are. But those individuals that's not that good at teaching other individuals, they may not be magnetic in that particular type of fashion, yet they still put in work. They still do the work in other avenues and other fashions. This is a nation. This is about nation building. So, as our brother Dumar used to say, so we need everything from the roto-rooter man to the architect.
I ain't never heard that one. I'm gonna have to write that one down. That was nice. That's the one I ain't never heard.
Everybody got a part to play.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Said for the one more time for the
roto-rooter
man
man
to the architect. Yo, peace to the God. But meaning just like every person in between, everybody. Let me give you a hand on that. Because I think every person in between has to have that level. If every person in between has that level of like, yo, I'm true and living in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna say, I remember when the guy G. Khalid, back when he was in the law school in Mecca, I remember him saying that a lot of individuals used to complain and have a lot of things to say about, what was going on, how it was going on, and they would complain that, him and other guys was, they was running shit. They was acting like they was the ones running shit. His comeback was, well, some of y'all need to start acting like y'all running some shit. Oh shit. Like I ain't doing nothing that you can't do. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is step up and do it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's the young, because that's what it's all about, passing that baton on. So these are characteristics of being the true and living.
Yeah.
Run some shit. That's what the true and living do. The true and living, run things.
Run shit. Y'all know that's right. Say run some shit. Well, and God, I always heard, and correct me if I'm wrong. Well, and I always heard that, it was said that Allah would say different things like that. Like, yo, don't put it all on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put it all on me, my man. Don't put all of the work and all of the pressure all on me. Like, and I think that was the significance that I always got and understood. When in the whole science of like, man, we all is you God too.
Listen, God. Let me tell you something. You a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The way I see it, you a blessing because I spent, and I'm not the only one. I'm just speaking on my own self. My own history. I spent so many years, months, and days, making sure that I was going to be there to put in the work to do what needs to be done for the nation. Always striving to make sure I was one of the intricate ones involved in the planning and the pursuing of and the application of everything, just trying to make sure that everything came together and lived out. I long for the day to be able to be one of the ones that show up to the function. The function just start at 5 o'clock. How the guys do. It's over at 12, 1 o'clock or whatever. Some individuals walk in at 8, 9 o'clock, fully functioning, functioning joint going on. You walk in, give everybody daps, involve yourself in the social equality, go from this bill to that bill. After that, you give everybody peace, say, whatever, and then you leave. It was a good night, you know what I'm saying? You feeling good. It's a nice night with the fam and everything. I wanted to be able to do that bad. I was always there before this joint started, making sure things was getting set up, and I was there with the joint ended, cleaning it up, making sure everything was secure, you know what I'm saying, at the end of it. But however, as time, went on, You guys like yourself, you know what I'm saying, come through, you know what I'm saying, pick up that torch, you know, do what you gotta do, hold shit down to the point where I was actually able, and I am now even to this day, you know, able to come into a functioning joint and, you know, it's going on. I can say, hey, you know what's happening, you know, word, you know what I'm saying, peace to everybody. Sit back, you know, build, enjoy myself, you know, I could do that sometime now.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing because, you know, you got the true and living. You know, you got the true and living, you know, to make sure that we have true and living. You know, we always got a new batch of young guys coming up. You know what I'm saying? Continuously.
But based off of that, the characteristics never changed though. Like what made you a true and living God and what made me a true and living God ain't nothing different. It's just the willingness to shoulder the work. You know what I'm saying? The willingness to say, yo, I'm gonna take it upon myself and I'm gonna be willing to let me step out in front. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
and good teaching.
Yeah. Peace, God.
And good teaching.
Peace, God. No doubt.
You know,
no doubt. Yeah, and that's the piece. So anybody out there wondering, just to kind of keep the preface, man. If you in this knowledge, to be the God that's true, and to be the one that's living, and be the one that ain't no mystery, you're gonna have to be putting in the work. This is about putting in some work, God. This is about being willing to say it's one thing. I think that's the first half. That's the first 120 is to say, yo, I'm a knowledge what the law taught. I'm a knowledge what the law taught. I'm gonna get into them. And I'm gonna get myself right. I'm gonna get this knowledge. I'm gonna take myself from knowledge to born. And boom. And then the next step is in the elevation and writing yourself in the history that's saying, all right, man, I want to teach. I want to teach. I want to teach. I want to show and prove. I want to hold the parliament.
Well, you know that right there. That's kind of that's one of the requirements, I would say. You know, for lack of a better word. You know, once you get the knowledge, in order for you to maintain it, you got to give it away. You know, that's the only way for you to keep it. You got to give it away. That's one of the meanings behind when they say, when you learn something, you learn it once, but when you teach something, that's to learn it twice.
Right.
You know, because that keeps you sharp. That keeps you on your toes. You know, that keeps the knowledge fresh in your head. You know what I'm saying? Ready to disseminate.
Hold on, I think we got the great Wiseman magnetic in the building.
Peace to the gods.
Peace to the God. I think we got the God in the building.
Peace, Lord. Your knowledge, I see your wisdom, I see your understanding. What's good, G?
I know that's right. Hold on real quick, great God. I'm about to pull you in on the bill. Just give me one quick second. I would love to get your seat. How you be though, God?
I'm all wild civilized, G.
Okay, good deal, man.
So can we have callers?
Can we have callers?
You guys show the callers?
Yeah, we can. If anybody got any questions, make sure you drop them in the comment, man. I hadn't got any requests for people that wanted to come in, except the God.
What's the topic, God?
Huh?
What's the topic?
Man, what we talk about is God. What is a true and living God?
What's a true and living God?
Yeah. What makes and what denotes a true and living God? I'm just pulling up your screen right here. I'm about to have you in 1 second, God. Just trying to get our screen back together here for you, my man. And I'm gonna be bringing you right on in, God.
That's a good topic right there, God.
You think so?
Yeah, God. I mean, the main thing is being righteous, being civilized. You know, a good man who's done evil can't be compared to an evil man who's done good. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's not about what you say, God. What I'm trying to learn is it ain't what you say, it's what you do. The best build is with your hands, God. Talking and shit, like I could say anything. You know what I'm saying? I could say, yo, I'm the true and living God, so and so, woo woo. But when it boiled down to it, if my ways and actions betray my tongue, then that's the number one sign of saying that a person is not a true and living God. You know, we're not perfect. You feel me? We all make mistakes. But it's like, that's where things like repentance come into play. And I ain't talking about a religious form of repentance. I'm talking about how we take words that might have a religious connotation to them and give them a scientific meaning or give them a psychological meaning to them. So when I say repentance, I'm not saying in a religious fashion. I'm saying to be repentant as in to try to correct your errors. Because positive energy always correct errors, right?
Right, exactly.
So I think the difference between a true and living God is, you know, and others is, it's like a person can say, yo, I'm a true and living God, but it's not, they don't know lessons, and let alone know lessons, they ain't trying to live them out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody ain't got a good memory to know lessons like that. So you could be a person with a good memory and know the lessons real well, but when it comes down to how a person living their life or striving to live their life, it's not adding up with how their memory is. Then a person might say, okay, this person is a true and living God because they live professionally, but that don't mean they true and living gods and how they live. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I don't know. I think that's yet to be seen, God. Like we have examples of true and living gods, and we know true and living gods, but I think the difference is yet to be seen. It's something that has to be seen with the naked eye. So it's yet to be seen because time tell all tales on who a true and living God and who are atheist. You know what I'm saying? Or lip professor and shit, God.
True indeed, God. I absolutely. I mean, that's why, and we right there with you, because even that's like the examples that me and IC was just going through about what make a brother true and living. It's just about being able to do that work, God. You know what I mean? Being able to do that work, being able to represent and show and prove that you live. You know what I mean? And show and prove that you ain't no mystery. But like you said, it's one thing to say, you know, hey, I could be seen, and like you said, in time. Because what the time gonna reveal is who gonna stick around, who gonna be there, who not gonna be there, who gonna keep putting in the work when the work is done. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the night over. All right, the parliament over. All right, God, what we doing with next parliament? You know what I'm saying? Like, who like you said, who doing it with time? Now I do got another question for you, RC, and I can pose this to y'all. What's the true and living Earth? Is the dynamics the same?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
pretty much. You know, and you know, it's gonna be those same principles and standards just operating in her element, in her nature, according to her nature. You know, but it's still about righteousness. You know, knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Right.
You know, living it out. You know, making sure you're living it out, teaching the babies.
Right. Right, exactly. Right,
You know?
exactly. You got anything on that, Wise?
I agree with the guy. It's like, but see, my whole thing nowadays is, it's like everything is yet to be seen. Everything is a path that we all are still on to the day that we return to the essence. So a person can be a true and living God or a true and living earth, so to speak, for their whole life up until a week before they return to the essence and they become atheists, straight up 85ers, pork chopper chunkies. You understand what I'm saying? So I watch for the brothers and the sisters. It's easy to say, yo, I'm a true and living God, but your hands, that's why the Holy Quran say that your hands gonna speak for you. Your hands. It's just like with the earth. A true and living earth, her hands, a true and living earth, just because she a good woman don't mean she a true and living earth. You understand what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Just because she a good woman don't mean she a true and living earth.
Okay.
To be a true and living earth, she gotta be a good woman. You understand what I'm saying?
So
But
what
some
what
women
what
think
what is the difference between what takes us to that next level of true and living earth? Is it teachings? Is it the way of
I
life?
mean, it's the teachings, God.
Knowledge God.
Knowledge God. It's the teachings. It's how she knowledge God.
If she knowledge
You see
God.
what I'm saying? It's
Peace,
just like
God.
with God. Peace. It's just like with God. Like with God and with earth. Regardless of what, it's a lifelong journey. So one person, me saying I don't want to be the person who say, yo, I'm a true and living God, I'm a true and living God, even though I am, but I don't want to, I challenge myself to murder those four devils every day and to stay on the righteous path, but I God. So if I'm no matter, that means no matter where I'm at, no matter where I go, I'm always God and I'm always holding that up. It's always on my medulla oblongata. That's always
Yo,
on my
got a
cerebellum.
lot, got a lot. God, we on the live right now. God, here, let me hit you right when we jump off. We on Instagram, man, and Facebook. I see your link.
Peace, God.
We still here, God.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Then go ahead. My bad, God.
Oh no, that's all peace. So it's like I feel like the guy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the guy feels like, a woman could be a good woman and she could be your earth, but that don't mean that she the nation earth. See what I'm saying? As far as a person not coming around, if I don't see you for a while, I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna take on face value that you doing your duty as a civilized person because I know you're not and I see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So regardless of anything that I've done to any guys I've ever seen or been around, that a person from the outside looking in might be like, oh, that person ain't this, that person ain't that, woo woo. That's an error that people make. That's errors that we all can make by being surrounded by your cool world, 95% of the population. So to keep your atmosphere righteous, to keep your surrounding atmosphere righteous, is the way you think. It's your thinking process. Same thing with a woman. Only difference is a woman is her brain. She has, like the guy said earlier, she has to filter it through her feminine form. You understand?
Yeah.
But all of us is trying to figure this out, God. We all trying to figure out the proper way of being God or the proper way of being earth. You see what I'm saying? We all trying to figure that out, but we know with 120 lessons and the things that the first now born, a lot of the first now born, a lot of this 12 disciples. You know what I'm saying? Abu Shahid, Mr. Ibika, and the first now born. So we got the blueprint. Now, as individuals living it out, that's another story, guys.
True indeed, man. I got your brown seed, one of your brown seeds in here, man.
You talking about Gunlock?
Yep.
That's my black seed.
Huh?
That's my black seed.
That's your black seed. Peace to the God. Yeah, God is.
But the Bible black seed too, though. But that's my black seed because compared to him, the guy darker than me and shit. So he my black seed. I'm his brown seed and shit. So now if we get somebody else in there that's lighter than me, then I'll be the brown, I'll be the yellow seed, he'll be the brown seed, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like to get out my black seed, man.
Well, he just hopped on there, man. Go and throw him a piece, man.
Peace to the guys.
Praise God.
Peace, God.
How the guys doing this shit on the story?
Share that video, man.
I got it gonna be on, but it's gonna be in the dark and shit because I'm on the road with it.
Oh, you all good, God. Go listen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Wiseman up on the screen. So just for the sake of building, but you definitely on the stream, man. Listen, God, we talk about what make a true and living God of earth, man. Give us your see on it.
I will make a true living God on earth. God, they tell the truth that the black man is God, the black woman in the earth, and the black babies are the greatest masters and teachers that we ever can learn from, regardless of who or what. Basically, you're a righteous person. Don't give you gotta go through the rites of passage. You gotta have the foundation of basic mathematics, alphabet, 120 to history and things of that nature or whatnot, but it's living it out. It's being a righteous person, loving to tell the truth, even though you're one of a bunch of liars. Loving to be kind-hearted, even though you're around a bunch of mean people. Loving to basically be giving, even though you're around a lot of stingy people. It's like what I was dropping. The true and living God and earth is saying, I will give all I have and all within my power to see this day. I waited 379 years for. God, that's saying, yo, I will give up my family. I will give up my job. I will give up my prayer. I will give up any everything to show and prove this truth.
To the computer. So I can't
You
get
understand what I'm saying?
to this at the same time. I need to
So like, being a true living God and being a true living earth. You took a vow to take this. You took a vow to live this teaching out, regardless to whom or what, and show and prove without a shadow of doubt. You feel what I'm saying? That's how that's how I look at it.
I like that, guys. So, like you said, basically somebody that's gonna carry this, or that's gonna roll this, or that's gonna push this, man, regardless to whom or what, regardless to what's going on, regardless to who say up or who say down, it's going down. You know what I mean? Who gonna keep that word bond? I like that, God, a lot. Now, does the same thing apply to Earth? Is it the same thing, or is it all the way across the board?
Yeah, it's guys all the way across the board and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, Earth is one who's willing to have babies at every given opportunity to teach them the science of what we basically fell victim to, so the babies won't fall victim to it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's a little deep. That's a little deep. I don't want to go forward. You're going forward with God.
Well, you was jumping off in the deep end. You
can't come like my young dog said. Can't go that esoteric knowledge, that knowledge that came from God, putting the science of mathematics and alphabets together. But yeah, our Earth is one who basically lived out these lessons. Mathematics, alphabets, 120, history, and basically having babies to teach this science to, regardless of who and what. You
yes,
know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because can't nobody make you be a true living God. Can't nobody make you be a true living earth. Can't nobody make you do nothing. You make yourself do everything.
And that's and I think, God, that's the piece, because that's what separated. Because the true and living God, the true and living earth, is the one who take it on themselves, man, to keep it true and to keep it living, God. You know what I mean? Like it take a type of person. I was just sitting here thinking about that. Like, man, it take a type of person to be willing to champion for something. Like, yo, I ain't about to let you change it. Nah, you ain't changing. This how it is. No, you ain't coming. You Johnny come lately. You about to come and tell us this how it go. And and it ain't even necessarily saying that how I got it may be right, but just being willing to build about it. Now let's go do it about it. It ain't just your way. Let's cross-examine it. You know what I mean? As well as keeping it living, God. Meaning that those of us that's gonna push to make sure these teachings live on, and we keep to teach on, and to keep giving this knowledge to the people, and making sure that they can, like you said, become resurrected from this mental grave, God, and get up out of this state and this condition and this mindset that we in as people. You know what I mean? Sound about right? What you say, Wise?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. That's right, exactly. Because it's like, see, what we got to separate is we got to separate true and living God, right, in relationships with men and women problem in relationships, because the true and living God, the true and living earth is a test of time. You see, am I gonna be cremated with this name? Am I gonna let this out to the day I, return to essence, or I'm gonna get into it with a God and get into it with earth, and now, I'm a Mormon now, or I'm a Muslim, or I'm an Ansar, or I'm a Moor now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is the true examination, the test of fire, the test of brimstone. They say, well, regardless of what I go through, am I gonna live this out? Because true and living implies that you true to this and you live in this until you can't live it no more.
That's right.
So to be true and living means that you're gonna have to be professing this and teaching this to the day you die.
You froze, God.
God, you from we I think we might have lost my man Wise. Look like we having some signal issues. But Wise, you still there?
No, bro. I understand what the guy's saying.
There you go. There you go. You just came back, Wise. We got you though. We with you.
Yeah, but you still froze.
You can hear me?
Yep, we can hear.
Yeah, I hear you.
You unfroze now. There you go. We just popped through, God. But nah, we good. We good, God. You good. You good. You good. What I was about to say.
Yeah, so that's my main thing is, see, that's why I can't realize. Like right now, I can say I'm Abraham Lincoln. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't make this shit true. For a person for it to be true and living, they gotta be true, and you gotta be alive to teach.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Some of that part stuff. Oh, go ahead, Lord.
Oh, please, y'all. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna keep it simple. It's like, what we teach, we can prove. What we can't prove, we master to show and prove. Every lesson, every degree that we teach, we striving to show and prove that it's right and exact every day. That's the truth part about it. The living part is, as long as I'm alive, and as long as I'm making babies, or I had the ability to make babies, as long as I can teach, every chance I get, I'm teaching the truth to those that's alive. You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, they suffer from a mental death. They dumb, deaf, and blind. They mentally dead.
Yeah.
So, for a living, you can't be mentally dead. You can't be mentally dead, and you can't be a liar. See, sometimes what I realize is sometimes you gotta separate yourself. If you come to the party and you always the problem, then it's best for you to stay home.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can be a true and living God, and you might have to separate yourself from a cycle because you can't control the man part of who you are. As far as you might be a person that's a rowdy person, you might be a person that have psychological problems, social problems when you can't get along with other people. That don't mean that I'm not a true and living God. It's just saying that I might have to monitor and limit my being around people because of my own brain, not mental condition, because the brain and the mind is two different things. This is around the
because I just wanted to add on what you said.
Go ahead. Go ahead, God.
I don't want to cut you. I don't want to cut you.
No, go ahead, we building, guys. This ain't no lecture.
Yeah, but God, true living God, true living earth, Lord. God, that shit come down when you're on that deathbed. Are you gonna call for Jesus Christ? You gonna ask forgiveness to God? Or you gonna be on slow, the black man is God, baby.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's what, cause I felt what the other guy said and shit, Lord. He said, God, a lot of these people, God, like, cause the guy was fucking with the guy, like, well, God, what I'm saying, do your mama bear witness that the black man is God? The guy like, hell no, nigga, my mama love the shit out of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? He said, so, the guy like, well, God, how you feel about that? He said, I let her basically love the shit out of Jesus Christ. He said, God, you gotta understand, some of these people ain't gonna learn that the black man is God until they basically get to their death. Once they make that transition, that's when they gonna learn who's the true and living God is, or the black man is God. So it's like the true and living God and the true and living earth is when it comes down to that. It's when it comes down to them last moments in time. Who you gonna scream for when you need help? Because you about to leave this planet.
Ooh. And
a lot of us scream for help, God. Are you gonna say, are you gonna please God? Please, Lord, forgive me. Let me stay here, God. Oh, you gonna be on some old peace to the God. This shit was bad, Lord. I see y'all when y'all ready for me, call for me. I'll be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it comes down to the true essence of yourself,
man, God.
Because it's like, when you really look at this, it's God created. Like I always say, man, this shit was created because God didn't want to be be no more. So he created light. God word is bond, God.
Yo, God, but look,
That's
let
his
me
spirit.
say this, God, because I thought about something when you was saying that, God. Like, you know, when I went through what I went through with my son, God. You know, I remember, I said I remember what I went through, what I was going through with my son Almighty, you know. And I remember everybody was saying, you know, oh, it's gonna be okay, you know, and all of this stuff. And I remember IC came over here. And the guy was like, "Hey, God, you good?" And I said, "Yeah, God, I'm good." I said, "God, I just need somebody to come over here and build me on the truth and start telling me this mystery shit." And IC bust out laughing. He laughed. When we laughed, I said, "Man, God, for real." Mama come over here telling me this mystery shit. Oh, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, that was the God you was dealing with. Yeah, God, you was dealing with the 10th degree, God.
Yo, but
came to me, that was the most religion that ever came to me.
God, no doubt, and that's why I said, just to your point, and all I was thinking when you were saying it ain't necessarily your deathbed, but like when you in that crisis moment, right? When you fucked up, when you in the moment where you need some help, and you gonna go to the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
Is you gonna go to grandmama? What, give me some.
In that time when you feel helpless,
right? What you gonna use then?
Right.
Or are you gonna go to them left?
Like, yo, I'm 80 years old, I'm 90 years old, so I'm gonna start eating some pork and shit. I'm gonna start fucking, you know, shooting hair. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is what a God did. I ain't gonna say God's name or whatnot, but you know the guys who know the God and know the God history. This is what he said. He said, "My daughter almost died, and it wasn't nothing I can do. So how can I be God?" I don't know if y'all remember.
I remember.
I know you don't remember that. Huh?
I remember. I can't recall who said that, but I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that, Lord?
It's
I see, right?
Oh yeah.
You know who said it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the man. I love the shit out the God's face. What's that? But that's a history. The God said that shit. I heard God say that shit out his mouth.
Yep.
Like, yo, my daughter almost died, and there wasn't nothing I can do. How could I be God? I'm like, yo, Lord, what the hell? Like, and don't get me wrong, I had an understanding of it or whatnot, like God, but it don't fucking matter. God not to get into the deep. God see my 2-year-old young got brains splattered on the concrete. And the first thing I thought of was, yo, the guy came back to me. He went back to his essence, which was me. He was time to, you know what I'm saying? It was time to go. He learned he came here to get he came here to learn what he needs to learn. He mastered his dimension faster than I did. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when it comes down to a true living God, you could send a true living God, a true living earth. God, you get them to a land that this knowledge has not been penetrated. And when you come visit them, it's a nation out there.
True indeed, God. That they done taught some other people, God. When they come back to you, God, I'm with you on that.
God, that's how we got here. We got here because the law sent God to certain pharaohs to go teach. And it's like, look up. It's a nation there. You understand what I'm saying? But that was, that was the true living God. Basically, all these lies don't exist. This truth is the only thing that exists. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I remember when I first started getting knowledge of self. I asked the God, universal ruler. I'm like, Lord, God, when it comes down to the real world, you dumb as hell. But when it comes down to knowledge of self, God, you intelligent as shit. And like what he told me, he said, God, knowledge of self is the real world. That other world is the dumbass world. That's why I be the way how I be in it. I'm like, damn, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? True living God, true living earth, they ain't gonna ring a bell. They ain't gonna ring a bell when they gone. You feel what I'm saying? When they transition. Now to go into some deep science, because they say when the righteous scholars return to the essence, they unite with the other righteous. They unite with the past righteous scholars that manifest this truth. That's some Quran shit. Me watching this.
See, God, see, yeah, guys, that's going into the interlocking dream realm and shit, guys. But that's another dimension right there. I ain't even finna go there, Lord. But
And look, and God,
what you got?
listen.
Check me out. I'm just adding on, God.
Peace to God.
I'm not in dispute with what you're saying at all.
Oh, no, you can listen, Lord. You can dispute what the God, you can dispute every fucking thing I'm saying.
I ain't dispute.
Listen.
But if you choose to, Lord,
Yo, God.
it's like God, this is God, what is you? I'm there with that, but I'm saying you ain't gotta be touchy and shit with me, Lord.
I know.
Yo,
you ain't gotta be sensitive with me, God. Bring that heat. That's what I'm here for,
Say
baby.
we want all the smoke. Say we want all the smoke.
I just slept on your couch. I just slept on your floor, Lord. So it's like, you know me. I already know you, God. Like, unless you didn't make a dramatic change and shit. So I know you ain't made too much of a dramatic change. But I know everything, we all change, you feel me? We all got to change it to a degree, but I know you ain't made a dramatic change to that extent. So that's part of being a true and living God is saying, yo, I might not see the guy, I might not have seen the guy in 4 years, I might not have seen the guy in 10 years. He might have a beard, he might shave his beard, he might cut up his dreadlocks, he might start wearing plaid suits and shit. But yo, when it comes down to these lessons, yo, it comes down to these teachings, and it comes down to living it out, yo, the guy living this out.
Peace to the
That's
God.
what being true and living God is.
Damn.
It's like, yo, in 4 years, yo, is that Wiseman magnetic or is that Muhammad Abdul Ahmed? Who am I talking to?
Yo, why?
Yo.
Peace to the God. Listen, man, because we pretty much reached the conclusion of the God and Earth hour. Y'all know that we can go.
I'm telling y'all only gave me 20 minutes.
God.
we only got an hour, God. We only got an hour.
Yo, God. Listen, God, we gonna keep the bill going, man.
We know it's fun. We know it's fun when we get to do what we do. You know, word is bond.
Listen, we gonna keep the bill going, God. We gonna keep the bill going. You know, again, we just came together to put a perspective out there and to put a science out there, man, and to clear the cliches. You know, a lot of times we hear these terms like true and living, like, you know, different things like that over time I think become cliches, and people, especially the people out there in the world who may not be able to gain an understanding or really gain the inner insight. So guys, I want to thank y'all guys, man, for giving y'all on y'all perspectives and y'all see just on that thing, because you know at the end of the day, man, it's not a religion. It ain't no one way or no one perspective to see this. It ain't no one way or one perspective to look and say, all right, this how it's done, or this how it sound, or this how it's supposed to go. Being that you got a culture that has affected so many brothers and sisters worldwide, who has affected so many guys, so many men and women, to have different perspectives is part of the process. It's part of the growth. And in my opinion, there's been something amazing. I know, and this was one reason why we wanted to do this platform like this, because being able to get perspectives from different guys of different walks in life and get different seeds of how they see it was one thing that was integral in my growth and development, and which allowed me to excel and really grow and really get real value and get real purpose and meaning out of these teachings. It's being able to see the world 360 ways. Being able to see and hear what my brother may be saying, even if I don't agree with everything my brother is saying. Even if it's some things that he may say, or he may say, "Oh, I don't necessarily see that." You know, just like I seen there was a brother in the comments that was saying something he didn't necessarily agree with. But at the end of the day, whether you agree with everything, it's about, okay, man, what do this guy got that can add on to me? What best part can I take that I can use in my life to better me, and vice versa? You know what I mean? That's what make us one. That's what make us together. That's what make us a culture, right, of God's man and earth, and not a culture of religious followers, right? Everybody, can everybody see that? You can see that, I see?
Yeah,
sound about right? Wise man, sound about right? All right, God Allah, sound about right to you? Wise, you want to lead the people with anything, man? We about to get up out of here.
I just want to say peace to the God and earth and all the positive people in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Keep on studying. You know, always keep your mind towards being the true and living God. Don't stay too far away from civilization. You know what I'm saying? Always be right and exact. Always try to be righteous. Don't have no. I would say peace. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love my nation. Peace to the God on earth.
Peace, God. Thank you, man. That was a great bill, God. I love that. I really liked it. That. God Allah, man. What about?
Give an outro?
Yeah, God, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming over there. I'm coming to you, man. Come on, God. What you? You got the stage. You got the stage. I said you got the stage.
I want to say, yo, peace to the guys on earth. I love y'all. I understand our duty and our task that we got to perform on this planet. That we got to bring all black people nature is righteousness. And for us to build a bigger universe and a bigger earth, we got to unify all these righteous teachers and make one righteous skill to build the righteous world. So I just want to throw that out there so we understand what is being built in our midst, which is the righteous world. And we're doing a great job doing it. Yo, peace to the God's earth. Man, we got devils on rope. For real. But no, yo, peace. I love y'all and shit. Keep up the great work. And shine, baby.
Peace, God. Peace, God. Beautiful build. Beautiful build. I definitely like that. God Allah, my man, peace, God Allah, ladies and gentlemen. I see, man. You got any words that you want to leave the people with before we get up out of here, man?
I just want to say peace to everybody. You know, I enjoyed the show. You know, I appreciate the guests stopping in. You know, adding on. You know, don't forget. You know, people. You know, if y'all want to add on and you know you got an opinion, you want to critique us. You know, you got something to say. You know. We with all the smoke, you know, and we accepting all the flowers.
I know that.
You know, I just want to know, you know, we here for everybody to add on.
Man, we here for questions. You know, we here for dialogue, all of that, man. Listen, if you enjoyed our stream and you supported us, man, you can go to freedomlabs.live /tips, man. You can throw a tip to our stream. You can support us with a donation. We also got some merch. We're gonna be coming out with some more merch soon, so you can go to that same website, freedomlabs.live/merch. We also got the Nectar of the Gods, which is the Gods of D Mecca, very own THC blended lemonade. It's really, really good and really, really dope, man. So check us out. We're gonna keep the heat coming, man. We're gonna be back here again on Friday.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
With another podcast episode. I think we're gonna have the Earths in here. So I think we're gonna have the Earths in here this Friday.
No doubt.
You know, a few of our sisters gonna come in here and add on with us, so it's gonna be really dope, man. So make sure you tuned in.
I want to throw some names out there, but I ain't gonna say nothing right now. We just
gonna surprise you. Yeah. We ain't gonna throw no names out there just yet. We're gonna surprise them with it, man, and keep it coming. So y'all check us out. We'll have some great content coming on. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all check us out. We was on Killer Priest podcast last night. Minister Freedom versus Hoodie, man. We gave that little brother some smoke. So we're gonna be bringing some clips. Look out on the 5% connection for some clips. We brought him some smoke. We gave him some smoke, man. Killer Priest ready to get us back on there now. You know what I'm saying? We brought him some smoke. That's what I had to mute the audio earlier because that was God Allah calling me going off. God Allah.
We also want to say, yo, all those who got the $1 million ideas, yo, come bring them, boy. Don't say boy and shit. But yo, all those who got the $1 million ideas, come with it. We want all the smoke.
I know that's right. All right. So with that, man, we're gonna close out the God.
Why you Killer Priest boy from Toronto, man? Why you doing like that, man?
Listen, we're gonna close it out. Guys, y'all stay on the line, man. We'll deal with y'all after. Listen to all the true living people out there in the world, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for adding on. It's been a pleasure, man, out here at the God Hour, man. We definitely enjoyed you. I hope you enjoyed it. You can hit the link in our bio, man, and get the full download. The download should be up in about a day or so. We do got a couple episodes that's still up there for y'all. Other than that, man, peace. Peace, y'all. Y'all enjoy yourself. Have a positive night, man. Peace.